Hi, this is Cary with Wicked Signal, bringing you another video analysis. This one on Teva Pharmaceutical Industries, symbol TEVA. I did record this video on Sunday, March 28th, 2021. If you don't know anything about Teva Pharmaceuticals, they came on my radar. Motley Fool, for one, put out them as a buy recommendation, one of the top 5 stocks to buy for the month of March. I know we're almost in April. That came out a week or two ago. I didn't really make much a note of it. I did take a quick look at the chart at the time. And then Yahoo Finance had them as their most active trend ticker last week. So I thought I would take a closer look. Now, Motley Fool's not the only one recommending Teva as a buy. They've been working on their balance sheet, paying down debt for the last year. There's really no new drugs to speak of that they have on the horizon. And in fact, they are the largest generic drug manufacturer in the world, headquartered in Israel. They also have locations in North America, Europe, Australia, South America. They're listed on both the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange and the New York Stock Exchange. And I think that's about all I'm going to say about Teva. You can look them up. I think I'm going to just sort of jump into the chart here. For several decades, I've provided reliable technical market analysis to prominent fund managers, brokerage firms, and large-scale commodity producers. And Wicked Signal was created in 2020 with the aim of being your go-to resource for reliable stock market recommendations. Employing the same classic chart analysis, our stock market signals are clear-cut and range from 2 to 3 weeks out to 2 to 3 months and often beyond. We offer 2 distinct subscription choices: basic membership, which is free and always will be, and provides 1 free stock market analysis video every week. Filling out the membership form within the basic area will allow us to prompt you by email each and every time a new video is ready for your viewing. The second subscription choice is a premium membership, which costs $24.95 a month and provides 2 or more market analysis videos every week. Over the coming weeks, we intend to ramp that up to provide at least 3 new market videos every week. Included in the premium membership will be a growing catalog of video resources to include important trading and investing topics like effectively managing your own portfolio, effectively managing trading risk, effective trade execution correlated with your risk management strategy, technical analysis tips and techniques, so forth and so on. Clicking on the premium membership link will allow you to access our safe and secure payment gateway and make credit or debit card payment. Your subscription fee automatically transacted on a monthly basis. Subscription cancellation is allowed at any time. So please pass the good word. Tell your trader and investor friends about wickedsignal.com, and if you haven't done so already, at least sign up for the basic free membership, for you then be notified by email each and every time a new video is ready for viewing. We'll never share your personal contact information with anyone outside the Wicked Signal organization. Real quick, and show you every chart that I show you will be a weekly bar chart. This one goes back almost 30 years to 1993, so about 28 years or so. I'm going to show you the rotational extremes here. The 2010 high, 64.94, back down to 35 even in 2011. The all-time high, 72.31 in 2015. And then we broke to really the 607 was the 2019 low. I think that was a time of very high debt, for the company itself. Back in 2019, they've improved that balance sheet considerably. But nonetheless, the high most recently in 2020 was 1376. And as of Friday, March 25th, this stock closed at 1158. Now, looking at the chart, I do need to open it up several times. I'm taking a look at that red square. I'm going to open the chart up that large, as you can see here. And I do have a horizontal channel structure that goes back about 2 years or so, about 18 months. And also a more recently rising channel top that goes back about 6 or 8 months. They're both in the low $14 area, 14.02 to 14.10, as you can see on this chart. Let's open this chart up just a little bit more so you can see this formation a little clearer. And it's at 14.02 to 14.10 the week of Monday, March 29th. And as per usual, 4 full weeks later, the week of Monday, April 26th, the horizontal structure rises to 1413, and that more steeply ascending nearer term structure 1443. And so it's really the lower half of the $14 handle, as I will call it, where we encounter meaningful, I'm going to say mid to longer term resistance. And mid to longer term for me is 2 to 3 months and out. And so this formation, if tested over the coming weeks, and we may test it, I see no impending buy signal to suggest we will. But if we do, the 1402 to 1410 area this week, March 29th, can absorb buying through the second quarter, in my opinion. And from there, this stock can fall back. How far south is anybody's guess? But if you play the short side with regard to buying puts, selling calls, selling stock, or if you're long the stock and you're looking for a place to liquidate, perhaps, I think for the time being, it would be the 1402 to 1410 area, because from there, the stock can fall back into the low 10s or lower over the following months. Now, I do have a buy signal, a meaningful one, that should take several months, 3 to 5 months, to reach its next objective if we do settle above this area, 1402 to 1410. I'm just also throwing out there the fact that I like the 1% violation threshold as a means of providing a clear, valid buy signal, technical clarity, as I call it. So right now, if it were this week and the stock were to rally into the $14 area, if we close the week at 14.25 or higher, which is a 1% push beyond that 14.10, then we have a valid buy signal that should play out into mid to later year, at which case I would expect over the following 2 to 3 months, 3 to 5 months perhaps, the 1897 area, which drops to 1876 a full month later. So this, if we did get the buy signal, if this market did close at 1425 or higher, then it's about a 30% move to the upside. That is a meaningful, actionable buy signal that you could participate in. That 1897 formation, by the way, is one that's able to contain annual buying pressure. So let's say that by the end of April, we close above that 1410 structure by a 1% margin, and then by July, we actually reach that 1897 channel top. That is a channel top, that 1897 area, that can absorb buying through the rest of the year, and from there, the stock can fall back quite easily into later year. So that's just a scenario that I'm painting. I see no strong reason to buy Teva at this time unless it can get up and over that 1410 area. Until then, I think that's a significant range, the significant area of resistance where this stock can actually top out into later the second quarter through the third quarter perhaps. Take a look at the downside here. Same chart. You can see preliminarily I've got 1009 as kind of an intermediate support. That is an area that you could buy into if you're a short-term trader, day trader, 3 to 5 day swing trader, 2 to 3 week position trader. But ultimately, there's no reason to discount the possibility that it could actually fall back into the $8 handle over the coming months. Once again, I have no sell signal either. I will say that if we close below 1009, you can expect that 848, 849 channel bottom. And that channel bottom as well, you can subtract those numbers out, divide by 4, and you'll know exactly where that horizontal channel structure is each and every week going out into April, May, and June. So right now, I guess I would characterize Teva Pharmaceutical Industries looking into the third quarter from now as a two-sided congestive framework with a ceiling around $14 and change and a floor around $8.50 and change. And anywhere in between there is just sort of this near-term traders no man's land, as I'll put it. We do have a significant buy signal if we close above the 1410 mark this week, then expecting gains of 30%. Until then, if you want a buy, if you're interested in buying Teva for whatever reason, based on the Motley Fool buy recommendation or whatever the case may be, you're either buying above 1410 or you're buying weakness into the $8.50 area. If you're more of a mid to longer term trader looking 2 to 3 months and beyond. I think that's really all that needs to be said for this particular Wicked Signal video on Teva Pharmaceuticals.